and welcome to Elvish Reviews, where I just review stuff, and I'm really sorry for the formatting here. Technical difficulties, folks. This is what happens. I got a new camera, and I tried to film where I normally film, and the footage I saw was completely orange. I think it's because of the warm light bulbs that we have downstairs there where I usually film. I know it's spooky season, but it's no reason for me to look like a pumpkin. Anyway, happy Halloween! And what better way to celebrate than with the Slender Man? Yes, this is going to be a little unscripted, similar to my first review coming back. So, for some reason or another, I happen to absolutely love Slender Man. Not sure why. I know he was popular for a good couple of years, but for some reason he seems to have fallen off. So I just wanted to bring back the revival. And what better way to celebrate Halloween than with Slender Man? Show him some love here. And on this website, creepypasta. So let's actually look up what a creepypasta is, because that word has been around forever. Oh, look at that. There's Slender Man right here. Thank you, Google. So creepypasta is a portmanteau of creepy and copy pasta. Okay, so I guess it's a combination of both words. And it refers to user-generated horror stories, legends, and images shared online. Go away, Java. These stories are designed to frighten or unsettle readers and are often presented as first-person, real-life experiences, or as viral urban legends like Slenderman. So if you go back here, the Slenderman creepypasta. This is one of them. This may be it, or it's one of them. Again, I'm doing research as I go here, folks. So this was written January 14th, 2010. So 15 years ago, this was written. And it says let's read here. So I guess this is all the tags. And if we scroll here, possibly the most famous creepypasta character of all time, and certainly the one has crossed most frequently into mainstream media. The Slender Man, also known as Slender Man or Slendy, is a character born of a variety of earlier influences, but which itself represents an evolution in the uses and development of folklore. Violent real-life events linked to the Slender Man character increased its infamy and even led to a moral panic based on the possible negative influences and danger that the fictional character posed to children. And we'll get to that in a bit when I go over Slender the Arrival briefly. Or not briefly. So everything that's italicized here is the creepypasta that I'll read to you now. And sorry about the ads. Again, this is just an impromptu thing. I didn't want to not give you guys an Elvish Reviews this month. No excuses. Personal life just got in the way. And I want to make sure that you guys are entertained. The 321 of you who are subscribed to my channel, that's insane to me. Insane in a good way. I appreciate everything that you guys have done, supported me, even when I took an unannounced hiatus from YouTube for a bit. You guys still stuck around, and I just want to say thank you. So, without further ado, let's read the tale. If only you hadn't looked back. Though it was autumn, the day had seemed long and the brief walk toward home short. As the sunlight began to fade, You and your two friends left the playground behind and trudged reluctantly home, knowing that you would be forced to pick up the games and conversations the next day. The next day that never came. But only if you hadn't looked back. But you had. Turning just for a moment, you had glanced back toward the tree line, seen the fingers of their branches clawing up toward the sky, and beside them, the figure. At first, you thought you must be mistaken, that your eyes in the hazy blur of twilight were playing tricks on you. But no. When you looked again, he was still there, taller than any man could be, thinner, even the willowy branches that extended ever upward from the trees. He loomed in the distance, like the shadow of some horrible dark truth, and you knew instantly that you had to look away, and that if you didn't, tear your eyes from that blank, featureless face, then soon the blank would wash over you, become you, and you would walk slowly but surely, as if pulled by some magnetic force toward him. Toward him, though you feared, though you were scared of his unnatural height, the aching blank whiteness of his face, the arms that seemed to stretch towards you, and the slithering tentacles behind. You turned, screwing up your eyes, willing yourself not to look, not to see, not to give in and go to him. You screamed to the others, telling them the same, telling them not to look. But as you open your eyes, you realize they have already looked. They were already gone. Woo! So, this man, very creepy, very pasta. Well, it depends on how he's drawn. This is just one example. Other examples have him with multiple arms. Let's just take a breather for a minute with that and just sit with that for a minute. Because he is very creepy. And for some reasons that I'm not 100% sure of, in this creepypasta goes for children. But as we see in Slender the Arrival, shameless plug to my Twitch channel, by the way, twitch.com/ElvishRanger93. I stream on there sometimes. I do streams with commentary, streams without commentary, so if you can, check me out there. And I hope you have a good time. We try having a good time on this channel. So, with Slender the Arrival, let me see if I could just fast forward this a little bit. So this is from the commentary stream. And Slender the Arrival has you as an adult female, I forget her name, and you're meeting your friend, helping her move. And when you get there, the whole place is abandoned. And at one point, in the house, there's a room full of Slender Man stuff. Slender Man on the walls, like all pages. And that's actually with one of the video games. There's like Slender, the 8 pages, and the more pages you collect of him, the angrier he gets. And with the video games, especially, I'm going to talk about Slender the Arrival more so, because it's still fresh in my head. Whenever he's close by you, the screen glitches. And he could be a pain in the wazooey. Okay, so we're at the house. This is Slender the Arrival. Fantastic game if you haven't played it. I mentioned in the stream that I got into this game because Markiplier actually played this. And it was really interesting, and I wanted to play it myself. So I have a few times. Never quite finished it. And I mean Slender Man, he is pretty scary in this game. Especially, there's easy and normal. I had it set on normal because why not? A game like this shouldn't be made too easy. So let's see if... Okay, let me fast forward here. Oh gosh, okay. I think I collected all the 8 yeah. So you see my character's shadow. At one point, as I was playing this game, he just kept chasing me back and forth, and I was like, Slendy, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to collect all your diary pages, but Slendy, you shouldn't have left them around. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of him. Because, oh gosh, there's, what was that, page 4? 5. Page 5 of 8. Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty angry at me by this point. I wish there was a way we could, Oh, okay, hold on, let me... rewind that back a bit. Yeah, and you have a run meter. So you can't run for there's no unlimited runs as much as, you know, you could want, but it wouldn't make the game fair. Sorry we're watching this. I'm just trying to pause it so you guys can see Slender Man. And this is a pretty scary game. I actually had to put a disclaimer that this was for mature audiences, which I'll probably put for this YouTube video as well. The one time I want him to appear, he's not appearing yet. He should be coming up soon because this part glitched a lot. I think there were some points where I ran into him and he was not so behind me, but he was close enough. I think it was at this part. I don't remember. Anyway, that was Slender the Arrival. Let me get out of that for a minute. So, whatever happened to Slender Man? I mean, there were some movie adaptations. One not so good. Let's you and I take a trip to IMDb a minute. 2018, Slender Man. I didn't see this, but it has a 3.3 out of 10 on IMDb. And it is definitely not popular. In a small town in Massachusetts, a group of friends, fascinated by the internet lore of Slender Man, attempt to prove that he doesn't actually exist until one of them mysteriously goes missing. Nice premise. Anybody we know? Maybe. I don't see any familiar names. He looks familiar. But anyway. Oof. Oh, the poor acting. I think Slender Man definitely deserves a better movie. I think. I don't think this video is much a lore and history of Slender Man. I just think it's more of a Slender Man appreciation, you can call it. I don't know. Just I wanted to show Slender Man some love here. because why not? You know, Jason Voorhees gets love, Freddy Krueger gets love, Michael Myers get love. I mean, those are still the original trio of horror. And I think Slender Man, if a film were to be made and is done right, what was the movie with the camcorder? Blair Witch Project. Gosh, I've been showing my age lately. But if maybe they did a Blair Witch Project style Slender Man movie, maybe it could work. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this impromptu video. This isn't my usual style. If you guys like this impromptu, non-scripted style, I don't mind doing it. But if you guys like it, I'll do more of it. Sometimes with the other format, with just me looking at the camera and then cutting away with voiceovers, it almost feels a little informal. Again, I'm not as experienced as Doug Walker or James Rolfe, who've been doing this for years. I'm just a small-time YouTuber who's just doing this for fun. But I'm open to any style, exploring new options. I think I don't know if I said this on a previous video. If I get well known, great. I just do YouTube for fun. I don't do it for the fame. If fame happens down the line, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. It's a hobby. So anyway, I'm not Shannon. Ugh. This is what happens when, you rebrand yourself. Sometimes you forget. I'm Elvish from Elvish Reviews, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.